I knew it.
Hello.
I knew it. I knew I had to be ready early.
That's so funny. You knew I was going to be here early enough.
I did.
Okay, well, first of all, before anything else, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you. Because you just had a birthday.
Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. I appreciate it.
How was it? Was it a good one?
Yeah, it was actually really good. I took the day, normally on Saturdays I do my show, so I took it off and went go-karting with a bunch of friends, and then,
nice.
yeah, and then in the morning did like a 30-mile bike ride, so it was,
Wow.
yeah, so it was really good.
30 miles.
Yeah, I have to train. I'm doing Bike MS next month again, and so I have to start training for it, and I haven't done it in a long time, so I'm slowly ramping myself back up.
That doesn't seem very slow to me. 30 miles is...
A normal bike ride for me is like 20 miles, so 30 miles is like the next step, and then I'll slowly get up to 50 again, which, God help me.
You got this.
How have you been?
Amazing. Having a blast.
That's
making the
good.
music. You know, I also have somebody here that obviously wants to speak.
Oh, Maraca!
Yeah.
I was going to ask about her.
Yeah, she's good. I have a jumping spider as a pet now too, so that's my new addition.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah.
Do I have to burn down this chat right now?
Not a spider fan?
Not a spider fan not even a Spider-Man fan.
But you know what's like so, okay, this sounds crazy, but like this little spider, it's so tiny and it just has these cute little hands and its face looks at you like a person almost, and it has such cute eyes. Like if you've ever seen a jumping spider, when you talk to it, its face like tilts, like they call them web puppies.
You just need to stop. So what makes it a jumping spider? Does it literally jump?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no.
Which in theory sounds terrifying.
Yes.
So, like you can tell when they're going to do it because you can see the web. So you can actually like hold onto the string while it's jumping. It's pretty wild.
God, what? That is what nightmares are made out of. Why would you want that as a pet?
Nah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a good answer for that one. It's just,
You were just in the pet store and walked by the jumping spider and you're like, oh, how adorable.
Yeah, actually, I have a tarantula too, so it's not too crazy for me.
I don't know if it's all this talk about spiders or if my hormones are off or if this building AC is off, but I'm like sweating right now. Maybe it's just you. It's just you. Yeah, and I'm getting, spiders.
There's no spiders on you.
No spiders, please. Yeah. You know, instead of talking music, I really just wish we could sit here for like hours talking about how awesome our fur children are.
I know.
By the way, how is Maraca doing?
She's good. She's good. She's hanging out right next to me over here with her little spiked collar, and yeah, everything's good.
Did I ever ask you how you came up with her name?
So basically, my family, they have 4 dogs, and they're all music names. So when I found Maraca, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to do the music name. I have to go with it. So they have a treble, harmony, melody, and symphony. And yeah, those are the family dogs. So I was like, well, I can't think of really like anything else music related that really stuck out to me. And then for some reason, Maraca just came to me and I was like, you know, a little Maraca vibe.
That's the cutest name.
Thanks.
All right, here we go. Aviella, it is so amazing seeing you again. Not only welcome back to America's Dance 30, but welcome to the 300th episode of AD 30. Yes!
Yay!
Yes!
300, woo!
I almost wore a tux again, but I think the last time we chatted, I was wearing like a suit because your song went #1. I'm like, I don't want to do that again. But
Hysterical.
welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
You have got so much going on, and I can't wait to talk about all of it. First of all, congratulations on the new song with Afrojack and Steve Aoki, or should I say Afroki? Afroki?
Yeah, I feel like my running joke is like Afrokiella. I feel like it just, rolls off the tongue.
I feel like they missed the opportunity on that. I'll call Nick right after this and tell him he messed up. And then you've got another song with Slushii that just came out. We're going to talk about that song coming up. Plus, you've got another song coming out. This is going to be the month of Aviella, and we're going to talk all about it coming up. But first, in honor of everything you do with Afroki, let's get to know Aviella a little better by finding out everything you would do.
Oh, I love this game.
And it's going to start easy and get dark, so get ready.
No. Okay. All right.
All right. So first of all, would you bungee jump?
No.
Really? That surprises me.
No, and I feel like we've had this conversation because you love that kind of stuff.
I do, although I don't know if I'll ever bungee jump again. I did it once. That was enough.
Really?
But I can't believe that you wouldn't because, okay, so here's the thing. So I'm good with jumping and, getting over the fear of heights and stuff like that. I'm fine with that. What I'm not good with is the bouncing afterwards.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what made me nauseous. So let me just take you through the experience. So we went up like 200, I think it was like 200 some feet in the air on this crane. And when you look down, it doesn't even look like the mattress is under you. And so I turned to the woman and I'm like, listen, hopefully we're not going to need this, but shouldn't we be over that thing? And she's like, we are. It's just your depth perception is off. And then because it was attached at my hip, when you jump and then you're recoiling, that's when I was like, oh, this has got to stop. So I'm done with bungee.
Of like Tower of Terror. I've never been on that ride before. Like that whole thing of going down and up and no, but wow, that's amazing that you did that though. That's cool.
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend took me on the Tower of Terror and I'll never go on that again either. That's the same thing, the whole bouncing thing that I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Now, along the same lines, would you skydive?
No.
So is it a fear of heights thing?
It must be. I don't know because I just have never. It's got to be a fear of heights. That's all, because bungee jumping and doing that, they're very similar.
I mean, that really surprises me, and I would definitely suggest skydiving. I tell everybody that everyone should skydive at least once. It is the most incredible natural high you will ever have.
I think that I get that from being on stage. So I feel like I'm good in the adrenaline excitement department. I don't think that I need to jump out of a plane to do it. But you never know.
It's so crazy to me. Like, I thought I know you so well, and you've got a jumping spider, but you won't jump out of a plane. That's so crazy to me.
They're very different things.
Yeah, I guess. They're both terrifying.
I guess. The creepy crawlies don't bother me as much.
Oh, keep them away from me. Now, would you get a tattoo on your face?
Ooh. See, that's an interesting question. I feel like, maybe like, does the ear count? The neck?
No, your face. Like
not.
Mike Tyson style.
Probably not, but I do think it's really cool. It's a look. It's a vibe. I do like it for others. For me, I don't think I would do it.
I'm glad you said no. And no offense to everybody that has a face tattoo. I just don't get it. Like, it's just like literally right there in your face. And it's, I'm good on that. Would you sing karaoke to your own songs?
Ooh, no.
That's creepy, isn't it?
Okay, the funny thing is, though, I'm not really that much of a karaoke girly to begin with.
I'm not either, although you should be. I mean, that rendition of Happy Birthday was amazing.
Thank you, but that was not karaoke. But I will hype up everybody that I do see singing karaoke. I just don't enjoy being up there.
Yeah, I've never done karaoke, and I don't think I ever will. Never. Unless I'm like, because This probably going to surprise you, but I hate being in front of crowds like that.
Really?
Now, I love being out on stage, like introducing and announcing and stuff like that. But karaoke to me is just terrifying. Unless I'm going to be like blackout drunk, I don't.
Is so funny.
I don't know if I could do it. I think it's because as much as I say that I don't care what people think about me, I still feel like the judging, I don't know if I could handle that unless I was highly intoxicated.
Well, I would hype you up, Brian. I would be there.
Thank you, Aviella. I appreciate that.
We can do karaoke together. How's that?
I love it. Now,
Okay.
if you could get away with it, would you commit a crime?
No.
God, you're so
No,
good.
do I strike you as the type of a crime committer?
No, but if you could get away with it, I mean...
No, I'm just not like that.
Even robbing a bank?
Never.
Oh, man.
My mind could never even go there.
Wow, I don't know. Like, robbing a bank doesn't hurt anybody, so I think if I could get away with it, what does that say about me?
That's crazy, Brian.
I know. You'll never respect me again. Now,
Yes, I would.
would you adopt an elderly cat?
Oh, yes, that I absolutely would do.
See, I can't.
Okay, so like here's the thing. Okay, so my jumping spider, I know we're going down the spider path, but she's like, when I got her, she's a mama spider. So she's already had all her eggs and she's already had all her babies. And when I got her, they were like, look, she probably won't live very long, but thank you for giving her a home. And I was like, that made me feel good. I feel like a proud little spider mom parent. And I feel like I would feel that way about any animal because you give them the best years of their life or however long that they have left, and then you know that you helped in some way.
Now, two things. First of all, how long do spiders live? Mine die right away.
Why is that?
I don't know. They just die.
Do they need the vacuum?
No, it's usually a shoe. I mean,
Oh, no.
a shoe falls on them. It's not me. I would never hurt a spider.
Right.
It's actually normally like hairspray and a lighter.
Oh my gosh, that's
I hate
terrible.
spiders. I remember seeing this huge spider in my bathtub once, and I think I sprayed an entire bottle of Raid on it, and it curled up and then uncurled and started laughing at me. I'm like, oh no, I'm out.
Just burn the whole house down.
Just burn the entire house down. So do you know how long they live?
Jumping spiders have a shorter lifespan. I think they can live up to a couple years, but like tarantulas, and I mentioned I have a tarantula, they live for like 30 years sometimes. Like, yeah, I think so. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's like the males, they molt and then they die almost like right away. But the female tarantulas, they can live a really long time.
That is terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. Now, back to the elderly. I have so much respect for people that can adopt elderly animals, and I would love to, but it's kind of like this is going to be horrible to say, but it's a selfish thing. Like if I'm adopting a pet, I want to be able to spend as much time as I can with that animal. And if you're adopting an elderly cat, yes, you're giving it a great life out of a shelter, but you're not spending that much time with it. And death of animals is just so hard.
Yeah, for sure.
But
That makes sense.
I have the utmost respect for you for saying that you would do that. Now, would you do the cold plunge with Steve Aoki?
Okay, so it's really funny because I've actually definitely thought about this before because I feel like it's coming for me at some point.
I'm surprised you guys didn't have to for the promo of the song.
Yeah, no, we didn't, but I think I would try it.
I would probably too. Like, everybody swears by how amazing it is.
Yeah, I don't think I would enjoy it probably, but I would try it.
Now, finally, how tall are you?
5'2" on a good day.
Now,
but actually, I'm like 5'4" if I wear my platforms, which is basically every day. So, I'm tall.
Now, Afrojack is 6'8". Would you ever allow Afrojack to put you on his shoulders?
That would be scary. It's funny. I met him EDC, I think it was 2022, and we took a picture together, and the height difference is just wild. It's just wild.
It's like the picture of the tallest man and the shortest woman. That photo's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty funny.
The first time I ever saw Afrojack in person, he was playing at a club locally. And I remember being on stage about to intro him and looking off to the left, and he comes out of the doorway. And I'm like, holy F. I can't believe I had no idea how tall he was.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. That's it. Let's end the conversation. Let's talk about this smash with Afroki. Now, This is the first song in the Afroki project. How was Everything You Do born?
So it's actually really cool because I've always looked up to Steve as a mentor. And after my EP came out with Dimmock, I still continued to send him music. And we'd always talked about at some point having a collaborative record together. And when he sent me this track, I was like, wow, this feels so special and unique. And I called up my friend Leo, who had just moved to LA, and we got in a session. We wrote it in like 30 minutes, recorded the top line, sent it back to Steve, and almost immediately he was like, yeah, I like it. Let me send it to Afrojack and see what he thinks. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that it was going to be an Afroki record.
Oh, wow. You just thought it was going to be Steve.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was so cool when he got back and he was like, yeah, we can work with this. Let's run with it. We finally have a song together. And it still feels so surreal. It just felt so right. And when I was writing it too, I really wanted to make something that was very anthemic and something that people could really feel, like that feeling of when you're in the crowd listening to a song like this and how it makes you feel. Like everything you do makes me alive. Like, don't let this be over. This feeling, we just want to live in it forever.
It's such a sick track. It kind of takes you back to Take Over Control. I mean, it's just so how it like molds great vocal with incredible Afrojack and Steve Aoki energy.
Exactly. And then we go back to No Beef and a song like that and how that makes everyone feel. And it still does even now.
That's such a classic. Absolutely. Now, how long ago did Steve send you the song?
So this happened in October. And then it's really funny because it happened so fast once the track was finally done after I sent the top line back to him. And he was like, yeah, we're going to go with this. I was actually in Vegas for When We Were Young festival, just having a nice weekend out. And it just so happened that he was playing at a club and he was like, hey, come out and do the song. And so the song wasn't even done yet, but it was just the idea. And we tested it out and everybody loved it. And it was so cool. And it just felt it felt so right. I'm so excited that it's out.
That's got to feel so awesome being part of such a high profile song like this.
Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing.
As a singer-songwriter, do you stay in the entire process of the production, or do you do the top line, you do the writing, send it off, and then just move on?
I think it depends on the song because a lot of times I will be in a session actually like in real time working on building a track with the producer and my other collaborators and writing it in real time. And then with something like this, I might get sent a track and then top line over it and then go back and forth with ideas. And it was a really cool collaborative process because Steve sent me some voice memos from Afrojack, like saying, hey, can we tweak this? Can we do that? And then I got back in and re-recorded some parts. And so even though we weren't actually all in the room together at the same time, it actually felt like we were.
I don't know if you're going to know the answer to this, but I always love finding out how many V's there are, all the tweaking and everything that goes on before the song is released. Do you know what the final V was of the Afroki song?
No, I don't, because I got an initial version after my vocals were on it, and then we cut and chopped and changed some things, and then I heard the live version the first time that I performed it with Steve in Vegas, and that was very rough at the time. And so I think the last time I heard it was right before it actually came out.
Gotcha. Well, it's such a smash. Congratulations. Now on to your new song with Slushii. Is it Dance With Myself?
Dancing with myself. Yeah.
How was that song born? Because this isn't your first go-around with Slushii.
Yeah, so Slushii and I have had a lot of collaborations. We've worked together for many years. We had the Fortnite Rocket League song, and that was really fun. So we've just continued to work together. And this top line specifically, it was really cool because I wrote this with some amazing Swedish songwriters back in 2020.
Oh,
So
wow.
this song has been actually years in the making, and I had it in my folder of stuff. And, as things are in the folders of stuff, they get sent around and then sometimes they get picked up. And so this happened that way. And he was like, hey, I really like this one. Let's go with it. And then put the magic on it, kind of did some pitching up and moved the BPM a little. And yeah, here we are.
What is the oldest thing in Aviella's folder of stuff? Is 2020 the oldest thing, or do you have stuff older than that?
I'm sure I have older than that somewhere out there, but in the current folder, I would say they're even more recent than 2020. Like I've been working. I am ready. I am putting out more Aviella music. It is go time.
That's what I was going to say next is you've got another song coming out next week. This is going to be the month of Aviella. Tell us about that song.
Yeah, I have a song coming out with Chill. I'm really excited about it. It's called Full Speed. Hopefully I can say that. Yeah. I'm really excited about it. We got some little racing themes going on in there. So it's going to be a really fun one.
Well, I would ask what's next for Aviella, but I mean, you've got so much going on.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait to continue to share my music. And it's so incredible when I hear stories of people and they reach out to me and say that my lyrics have helped them through something and gotten them through a tough time or given them something to listen to just for fun. It's incredible that I'm able to write something that people resonate with like that. And I just think that that's the most human thing. Like the fact that we create music and people listen and it makes sense to them is just mind blowing to me.
I got to be honest. I think that is one of the most incredible things because as somebody who loves music, it's such a great escape. You can have so much going on in your life, but you put on a great song and you totally escape from it. So to be the creator or a part of that and giving it to somebody to be able to escape, that's just got to be so amazing.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. Well, congratulations on everything. It is always awesome seeing you. Hopefully, next time we'll be in person on a seesaw.
Yep, and if not in person on a seesaw, we got to figure out how to cut our seesaws together.
Yes, we do. But it's got to be in person because we got to give each other candy again because you gave me candy at EDC Vegas.
Oh, yeah,
and I need
right.
to be able to repay your candy favor.
Oh, a little plur moment.
Absolutely. Aviella, it's always great seeing you. Thank you so much for your time with us on the 300th episode of America's Dance 30.
Thank you so much for having me. It is a pleasure always. Thank you.